Just getting his foot on the ball. Neat turn as well. Just looking for a ball forward there. Nothing really presented itself. Magnussen into the near post. Flicked header. Goes just wide. Costa trying to direct traffic if he can. Doherty outside him. Bart comes in, and he could be in trouble here. He could be in big trouble. The referee reaching for his pocket there, Peter Banks, and it's a straight red card. And we see this so often. It's a loose ball. He's definitely trying to win the ball as he goes in on it there. No question about that. But he collects Magnussen, and he gets the red card. To go round the outside of the wall, and that's so desperately unlucky. Nice one too. And this is promising for Bristol City. Can they find the finish? They can. He kept it low, and it just snuck underneath Ruddy. Bobby Reed gives Bristol City the breakthrough. They've had to be patient after seeing Wolves reduced to 10 men. And a neat finish. Wolves will feel they can have plenty of say just yet. And that's a lovely ball through. The goalkeeper's come a long way outside his penalty area there. He really has. Fielding has taken down Doherty, and it's a red card, a straight red card. It was inevitable, really. I'm not quite sure what he was doing, quite so far outside his box, because there was some defensive cover. And it's 10 apiece now. They've surrendered that man advantage. Luke Steele will come on. And Douglas, I think, will be eyeing this one up again. He hit the post in the first half, and he scored in the second half. It seemed to go straight under Steele. I don't know whether it got a touch on the way through. It looked like it may well have done. First action for the new goalkeeper, and where it went into the net suggested really that maybe he should have saved it. It did get a touch which didn't help him, but even so, it's a bad one for the keeper. Wolves though are level. It was Pack. But a very interesting game this, right from the very start. Red card for either side, poised at 1-1. Footed shots, just kicked up on the bounce in front of the goalkeeper. Picked up. And Jota back inside. Cavallero's ball in. It was a good one. Size couldn't quite convert. Really well timed run. The keeper did well, actually. Bristol City player trying to play his way out, and he may well give away the free kick. He has given away the free kick. And this is in a good position. Nice angle on it. Whipped into the far post where it finds Bennett, who's won it for Wolves, surely. Celebrations from the manager. What a dramatic game we've had here. And that looks like being the final say. And Wolves have had it. Really good free kick. Tons of pace on it. But there are two defenders tracking Bennett back in there, or rather they're not. That's the problem.
whips it in. It's a beautiful ball in as well, and brought down and finished in some superb style from Flint. At the moment, Bristol City are first to everything in the heart of the pitch. And that's a lovely ball into the channel, and they could be in for number 2, rounding the keeper. Daly thumps it home past the defender on the line. Plenty of red shirts forward in support. Daly waiting in the box once again. This time can he finish? He does. Sumptuous fashion. A superb counter-attack from the gate. Probably enjoying this game so far. Has to be on his toes here though. That's a good ball into the box. Off the bar, but in off Brownhill. Encouraging everybody to get into the box. And that's why, well worked from the training ground. Aidan McGeady tucks it home, and game on suddenly at Ashton Gate with 9 minutes to go. Brought down by Azaro. Looking to run at his marker once again. Brian needs to be careful, he's on a booking already. Oh, it's found a way in! Would you believe it?
Okay. Magnussen's underneath this with Ekuban. Get away. Dallas arriving at a rate of knots. Plenty of power behind it, but always behind it was Frank Fieldy. It's Magnussen to hurl it in there, and Vidvald's nowhere. Jeju trying to sort his feet out, and he did in the end. Chaos reign for Leeds, and Jeju takes full advantage.
Mistakes are plenty, and this has to go down as another one. If you come all that way out as a goalkeeper, you have got to get that ball away from the danger area.
Flint tussling again with Janssen. Fired across by Pack and in by Reed. A stunning start here for Bristol City.
They haven't had to work very, very hard for it. That is the thing. It's in the direction of Aidan Flint. That is a great effort from Marlon Pack, and Bobby Reed is sharp and aware. Great strike from Marlon Pack there.
Bobby Reed giving De Bock plenty to think about there, cutting off the back pass route. Oh, well, it's not going to help the nerves of the Leeds fans or the coaching staff come to that. Pack, Brownhill, Jeju! Oh, and Vidvald made a real pick zero of that, he got away with it. Jeju.
Vidvald, do you think he's got it, and then he loses it? They'll finally get away with it, Leeds United.
Away from Reed, and that's a good ball. Stuart Dallas brought into proceedings. Anita flying up outside him. Here he is. Hernandez! Will shout for hands. It's fired in by Dallas.
It's Marlon Pack. Where does it hit him? That's the question. On the elbow. Arms are tucked into his side.
Hernandez. That's useful. Lasoga! Well, there's a foothold. There's a mood changer. Maybe a game changer.
Well, let us give credit to the fans, because for the last 5 minutes they've been waving their scarves, they've been cheering, and that makes a better atmosphere. They've had a little response from their team. Brilliant ball in, and Lasoga, he's hungry for goals, this fella. Give him a chance, and more often than not he'll find the back of the net for you.
Flashed across the near post, it's in! It's Kamal Roof! And he's just raised the roof. A remarkable comeback from Leeds United.
We said that Bristol City may be nervous if Leeds could get the goal when they were 2-0 down. They did. And quite ironically, it's a set piece.
Ball by Forshaw again, out to Sacco. Flint. Forshaw really imposed himself. It's Forshaw! And again Hernandez. Intendingly, Lasoga! The crossbar there to rescue Bristol City.
Into the centre circle, it's with Patterson. Back it goes to Aidan Flint, the big centre half. Much coveted recently, but he signed a new contract at Ashton Gate, so he in theory could be a Robin until 2021. Now here's Zizou, ball lifted over the top, Reed's onside, and left-footed he hoists his first attempt high into the air and well wide of goal 2 minutes in. So Bryan, tight to the touchline, tried to scoop it over the top of Stobbs, who put his chest through the ball and sends it out of play for another throw-in. Bristol City, it's one win in 13 matches in all competitions, although home form has slightly improved. They've beaten QPR. The Sunderland game is one that got away. They've played Fulham recently too as well. They're 3 unbeaten at home as Bryan skirts his way down this near side there left. Into Smith. Football Heaven on BBC Radio Sheffield. No goals here at Ashton Gate as Zizou tries his luck from the deep. In the end, that's another wild attempt, but 2 attempts towards goal. So 0-0 at the moment. Bryan tied to this near touchline, which is the Bristol City left. Forward it goes to Brownhill, who's left it for Reed. Back to Brownhill. Lovely return. Reed is through, and he's fired the ball in. 12 minutes of the game played. Bobby Reed gets his 17th goal of the season. Intricate build-up play on the edge of the box. Reed was sent through, and Wildsmith was beaten as he came for it at the near post. So Sheffield Wednesday's resistance lasted about 13 minutes, and it's Bristol City 1, Sheffield Wednesday 0. The referee blows his whistle. Pack will chip it into the box. He's gone all the way to this near side, and Flint, the centre-half, who will control and keep it in play. Here's Zizou to Pack, to Magnussen. The centre-half drops his shoulder. Well, that free kick broke down there, but they come again to Reed, cleared away by Padil, and now potential for a counter-attack with Clare. Clare inching his way to halfway. He's knocked off the ball by Reed, and then a diagonal ball into Zizou, who's onside. He shoots! Good save by Joe Wildsmith, dropping down to his left-hand side. It was a venomous shot from the D on the edge of the box. It was the pass that made it, and a foul on Zhao on the other side. The referee has to make a decision here. It's going to be a yellow card for the defender Paisano. To Bristol City, throwing off the knee of Adam Reach. His crossfield ball is deflected off Brownhill into the path of Padil. Now Fox goes long. Magnussen controlling, and he has time to control on the edge of the box. Atinuiu trying to close him down. Bristol City are robbed of possession. Reach into the penalty box. Here's Adam Reach. Atinuiu! And he's skied his shot from virtually on the penalty spot. Reach carved things open for Nuiu, who's been in good goal-scoring form under Josh Lukai. But as he pulled the trigger, the ball rose and rose into the home end. So Smith has it with Bristol City in red, playing from right to left. Into the middle of the park it goes now, and Corey Smith once again. Smith now in the centre circle is able to just amble forward. The ball's pushed into the feet of Reed. Now Pack through to Zizou, and here's Reed ghosting through. Reed will score! And it's turning into a very difficult afternoon for Sheffield Wednesday. They've been opened up again. It was left by Zizou, who was offside, but there was Reed to scamper in and knock in his 2nd of the game and 18th of the season. And it's Bristol City 2, Sheffield Wednesday 0. Far, some of the build-up play has been excellent, or at the very least made to look excellent, and Bobby Reed's got a couple of goals. Here's Brownhill, out to Reed. Reed will turn, pick out Pack, who's just in front of the centre circle. Now to Corey Smith. Smith looks up, bends a high looping ball. It's off the chest of Brownhill now to Reed. Reed up to the edge of the box. Patterson, glorious flick, and Brownhill to make it 3, and he has. Wednesday are simply being cut to shreds by Bristol City here in the first half at Ashton Gate. They're standing around in disarray, arguing amongst themselves, and Brownhill ghosted through, and from the right-hand angle drilled his shot across Joe Wildsmith, who was helpless again. Well, Bristol City clear it towards halfway. Zizou's shoved out of the way by Venancio, and Wednesday can come here through Reach. Reach and Zhao combining. Now here's Reach, 25 yards out. Chance for Zhao maybe, in the D. He shoots low! Oh, and he just fires wide. He turns away and looks to the stars and puts his gloves across his face. That was a good chance for Lucas Zhao. He fashioned it well as an individual. It's just not something Lukai has employed, not sure if at all, and his time in charge so far. Here's Stobbs, in goes the looking cross in search of Nuhiu. Aidan Flint diving across at Nuhiu. It will be a corner. Fan had to dig the ball out from underneath the black mesh on the far side. Now the corner is taken, swung in high into the box. Tom Lees winning it in the air. Venancio prods it back to Stobbs. Stobbs 30 yards out, in goes the cross. Nuhiu is there with the header, and he'd won it back and steadied himself, and the header looped over the crossbar and behind. Now Joe Wildsmith playing the ball out from the back. Joe Wildsmith has to, Tom Lees has to drop his shoulder to control. Then he gets himself into trouble with Zizou pressing him. But Palmer's there, then he's dispossessed out wide. Here's Zizou, inside left channel of the penalty area. It's poked back to the edge of the box, and then a foul and a penalty. Pelu Pessi bringing down Marlon Pack. So Bristol City leading Wednesday 3-0. Reid steps up on a hat-trick, and he rolls the ball past a diving Joe Wildsmith. Wildsmith dived the wrong way. Bobby Reid gets his hat-trick, and it's a rout. Bristol City 4, Sheffield Wednesday 0. He breaks down. Patterson almost picked out Walsh, and then Clare wins it back for the Owls. Back to Tom Lees. Palmer with a sprightly break across halfway. Nuhiu on the stretch, deflecting it into the path of Clare, and Reid nips in to take it away. Off Bobby Reid goes, skips past one challenge to the edge of the box. Corey Smith saved by Wildsmith and cleared away by Tom Lees. And
robbed us again in midfield, robbed us again, attacked us direct, go past the player. That's what we've got to show again on Tuesday. The next 2 home games are vital. Well, today it's been a performance that has lacked any real substance, certainly at the back. And Bristol City have made light work of Sheffield Wednesday and are heading to a 4-0 victory as things stand. Here's Nuhiu going into a challenge. Reach will pick it up. It's helped into Boyd. Boyd takes aim and drove his ball at the angle of crossbar and post, and it veered wide on the left-hand side. Yeah, it's a tight angle. Perhaps should have hit the target. George Boyd will be disappointed that he's not managed to work the goalkeeper, but that was probably our best chance of the game. And they are dawdling, aren't they? The referee has called full time here. Bristol City 4, Sheffield Wednesday 0.
That four-man wall. Paku whips it up and over. And fizzes past Stockdale. Retreating Maxime Collin, and Boga could be through here. Davies finds Boga. It's Jeremy Boga. It's a good save from Fielding at the front post. Bristol City backline. Djukovic is on his unfavoured right foot. Checks onto his left. Back onto his right. Drives it across goal. It's McGowan and it's wide. It's clipped towards Zizou. Rising above Morrison. It's Reed. It's 2. The advantage plays in Blues' favour. Magoma. It's Otter. Oh, it's a side netting. Harding, real good positive stuff from the Blues right back. Djukovic has peeled away again. Djukovic now looking to find a pass, goes for goal! Oh, it's a lovely strike! And it gets Blues back in the game! It's going to be the right foot of Pack again. It's along the floor this time. It had Stockdale scampering. It's a huge result. It's a long throw in. It might go all the way through. It has! It's off the bar. It falls to Zizou, and they can't turn it home. Hits the byline. Boga, he's done well. His delivery's good as well. Djukovic!
Oh, he's got to score.
And Morrison, he brings Reed into play. It's Reed, drives it across goal, and there's Taylor. Oh, it's a hammer blow for Blues.